What's going on, guys? Task Official here, bringing you guys our last video of 2015. Today, we're going to be doing a discussion video about the New Year's special XYZ preview, and we got tons to talk about, from the dance party episode to Ash versus Alain to Team Rocket and versus Team Flare. And today, with me to discuss this is.
Hey guys, DJ Suck Puppet here.
Hello everybody, this is Alpha Eevee.
And let's get started. So, the preview itself was pretty hard to take in. I mean, you got a dance party. We were actually shown who was going to be dancing with each other partner-wise. Serena and Clemence, Ash and Mieti. And that surprised me. What about you guys? Like, what did you think when you saw this? Like, were you guys shocked that Ash and Serena were dancing with each other? That Serena was dancing with Clemence? What are your guys' thoughts on this?
I thought it was pretty crazy. Like, when they saw... for the preview, I wasn't expecting them to show much of the dance party episode, to be honest. I thought they might show some Tripokalons in the future, but I didn't think they'd actually show the dance party coming up. So just the fact that we got to see any of it was pretty shocking to me.
Yeah, I've got to agree with you there. I wasn't expecting to see any clips of the dance episode within the New Year special, but we did, and it did deliver some great content on what to expect within that episode. Regarding Serena dancing with Clement and Ash dancing Miette, as an worshiper, it's like a little stab in the heart, but you know what? There's, we can't go crazy over a 3-second clip, and jumping into conclusions like that isn't gonna help, and only because we still haven't seen the whole episode in itself. So, I do hope that for more shippers, we still have a chance to see Ash and Serena dance with one another.
The episode is called Ash and Serena, so something's gonna happen. So there's no reason to freak out.
Yeah, don't spill the salt yet, guys. We're still gonna get another preview in the upcoming 2 weeks. So just wait it out. Don't jump into conclusions yet. We have to represent the more shipping community as other communities who respect ours, so let's not leave a bad image. But moving along, we're also getting a double battle in this dance party episode, which really surprised everybody. Like, the title itself says dance party, never said a double battle. And then another thing too, Ash and Serena are going to be teaming up against Mieti and some other random person. They haven't shown who he was, but Ash and Serena are going to have a tag battle, and that itself is getting me hyped up because in the previous discussion that we did, we were predicting that Ash and Serena would have a tag battle against somebody else, but that never came to be. It was actually Shauna and Serena versus Tierno and Ash. A few months later, we get this episode, and it's finally coming to a reality, Ash and Serena. And not only that, it's going to be Pikachu and Eevee teaming up as well. So that's pretty hype as well. Hashtag icon shipping. I'm just kidding. But yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on this double battle?
Yeah, when I first saw that, I thought it was interesting because, obviously we knew it was going to be a dance party of some sort. So we thought this, whatever getting one may be still, because we're not completely sure, we thought it'd be something settled by a dance. But it looks like maybe this double battle is going to determine whatever that is. And also, I don't know if this is completely true or not, but I remember seeing somewhere that it was going to be Miette and James. Like, I don't know if that's like completely false or not, but if that is how it turns out, that'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah, and as I said before, we didn't get Ash and Serena dancing with each other within the previous, but since we saw Ash and Serena going to be teaming up with each other in this double battle, it kind of makes up what we wanted. I mean, of course, one of the few things that we want is having Ash and Serena within a tag battle, but this time battling with, battling each other side by side. And I'm really excited to look for this moment. Regarding Ash and Eevee, hopefully this battle will give them the chance to understand one another, and Ash and Serena as well. And Miette, I don't think we've seen a lot of her battle techniques, so it's a great. So I am also looking forward to see what Miet has in store in regards to her battling techniques.
Yeah. And then another thing too is that Ash and Serena are battling against Mieti and some other random person, but previously they were dancing with one another. So why the sudden switch of partners? Something must have happened between, or it's a rotation dance. As stated by Momo, he did say that it's gonna be, well, like I said, a rotation dance. They're gonna be switching partners constantly. So that explains why Serena's all calm. Maybe she's just happy because she knows eventually she's gonna dance with Ash or battle with Ash. So, like, maybe that explains her face. We're not here to talk about that though. That's just my theory. But everybody in the picture looks happy. Nobody seems to be nervous. Clement too, the one that's nervous about being filmed.
Just having a great time.
Yeah, he's having a great time. They're just friends.
Dancing with friends.
Exactly. So, like, we shouldn't take this too seriously, guys. I mean, for geek chick shippers out there, this must be a great moment for you guys, and good for you. I mean,
Yeah.
It's good to see Serena and Clement interactions finally. I mean, that's what we were kind of lacking in the series, so it's good to see that interaction. And then Mieti and Ash too. Like, you know, Mieti rarely appears in X and Y episodes, so seeing her dance with the main protagonist is pretty cool to see as well.
Yeah, and I've got to say, I've got to quickly point this out. Like, even though is dancing with Miet, and a lot of you guys prefer to see Ash dance with Serena, no, just think about this. Think on a positive note. Like, who doesn't want to see Serena's reaction when she finds out that Ash will be dancing with Miet?
Exactly. I mean, we only got a 30-second preview of this episode. This episode is going to be like 24, 25 minutes tops. So there's so much that hasn't been shown yet. So like I said before, don't jump into conclusions. Just wait until we get more previews and until the actual episode airs. So moving along, I think one of the biggest parts aside from the double battle and the dancing is Eevee is going to be evolving in this episode. Which, in my opinion, caught me off guard. Like, I thought this was just going to be an Ash and Serena dance party episode, just going to focus on them. But you got Eevee evolving, and to a Sylveon as well, which we'll be talking about more later on in the discussion. But what are your guys' thoughts on this?
Rest in peace, break dancing Pangoro. The dream is dead. Yeah, but anyways, Serena having a Sylveon, that's kind of been confirmed already ever since we received an image saying, we showcased Ash with his Pikachu and Serena with her Sylveon. So it's kind of a no shocker, but I guess you could say what kind of shocked me is that it's going to be evolving within the dance episode. So it kind of says that we are going to be seeing some developments within Eevee. And okay, so we already know that Eevee was caught around August, September. I don't know when episode 90 aired, but that's when Serena caught Eevee, and to see it evolve around 20 episodes later, if you ask me, I think it's a bit too quick for it to evolve. But you know what? Some people have been speculating that Noivern's going to be the one evolving within the month of January, but you know, I prefer Eevee than Noivern if anything. So you know, I'm really excited to see how Sylveon will be handled within the future of the X and Y series. X, Y, and Z series, excuse me.
Yeah. What about you, DJ?
Well, concerning how fast Eevee's evolving, if I'm not mistaken, I think Eevee can evolve into Sylveon in the games by like high friendship. So obviously in the anime that there's going to be a weird way of handling that because friendship doesn't exactly work the same way. But assume that it seems to me that in the short time that Eevee has been around, like her and Serena have gotten along really well, and they've gotten really close in a short amount of time. So it doesn't bother me that much that it's evolving right now. But yeah, as we were talking about earlier, obviously Sylveon was pretty much expected from the beginning. Like even when it was first revealed that Serena was going to get an Eevee, most people were suspecting that it was going to evolve into Sylveon eventually just because it's Kalos, it's fairy type, it's a new type, we got to show it off. And then later on when it was basically confirmed So yeah, the fact that it's just going to be a Sylveon isn't exactly a shock, but yeah, like Evie was saying, the fact that it's going to happen at the dance party episode is probably the bigger shock. I thought, like, if anything, it'd be in just some random episode or during a Tripokalon. But yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's really interesting that it's going to happen right here.
Yeah, and if you go back to the preview, you could see Eevee holding Serena's hand. Now, I don't know if she's taken damage to the point where she's just walking up to Serena and Serena says some encouraging words to make her evolve, but this kind of reminds me of how Fennekin evolved into Braixen as well. She was um, she was on the
Hmm.
point of fainting, and then Serena obviously gave that encouraging look of her, just smiling and saying it's okay, and then she evolved. So this is kind of similar to that. So maybe we'll see damaged Eevee. She walks up to Serena and then evolves. But like you were saying before, DJ, about the friendship, like in order for Eevee to evolve into a Sylveon, you need to have like strong friendship with the trainer itself. So we see that. We see that throughout the X and Y and Z series the whole time that Eevee has been traveling with the gang. So it only makes sense for her to evolve to a Sylveon. Not only that, but we got advertisements before, of Sylveon and Pikachu, and Serena and Sylveon together in products. So, you know, Sylveon's here, and I guess they were right about that. Everybody was thinking it was a Flareon or Leafeon or Vaporeon, but yeah. All right, so moving on, we're gonna
Well,
be.
actually, before we move on, I think one of the few things that you forgot to mention is that Arya is going to be within the dance episode, and I want to bring this up because
Yes.
do you think Arya will talk to Serena in some way within the episode, like exchange a few words? Maybe Serena will point out that, Arya, I remember you back in, episode 64. Do you think that that's going to be the case?
Well, at the end of that episode, Serena realized that the girl that she was that the girl that she spent the day with is actually the Kalos Queen herself. So, and Arya recognizes Serena as well, as seen in the preview. She just gives a smile to Serena, and Serena is smiling back. But I think they're gonna recognize each other, if anything, and the interactions between both of them, it's gonna be great because Arya is going to ask Serena like, "How are you doing in Tripokalons?" She's gonna see the improvement in Serena, and yeah, it's just gonna be great to see the interactions between these two female characters. Moving on to the next section, Tripokalon, and this caught. I think this is by far the most shocking part for me, and I think for a lot of people as well that are Serena fans, and that is Yashio saying something to Serena, and Serena is distressed. She has that face of shock, like she's just shocked and very distressed of what Yashio said. Translated by Momo, we actually found out what she actually said to Serena, and that is, you do not have what it truly takes to be queen unless you realize what that is. You can't win over Ellie. Now, Yashio herself saying that to a performer whose dream is to become Kalos queen must be devastating, because this is your dream. This is the director of the Tripokalon telling you you do not have what it takes to be queen. Now, there's so many theories, there's so many things that could happen after what she said. Serena being devastated, she brushes this aside, and she uses this as to get better, but like this is very devastating for Serena. I mean, like I said, the director herself is telling her that. What are your guys' thoughts on this?
Yeah, there are a lot of theories that could go down. I mean, what I personally believe is that, yeah, Serena is going to be distressed. Maybe within the next few episodes, Serena is going to be thinking about what Yashio said to her. But I think it's going to build some some really major development for Serena. She's going to be pushing herself to the limit, and trying to win these competitions, and trying to figure out what it is that's missing from her that will help her push her dream and push um, her chances of becoming college queen over Arya. If you ask me, I think it's more I think it's going to have a more positive effect on Serena than negative effects. Just my opinion.
Yeah. What about you, teacher?
I think what I'm most curious about is how exactly this meeting between them takes place in the first place. So like what I've been trying to think about is like what possible reason would there uh, be for the two of them to meet up. So what I'm thinking is that Serena ends up winning this Tripokalon, so she has 3 keys now. She's going to be moving on to the Master Class, and so since Palermo or Yashio has obviously taken an eye to her and been keeping an eye on her, and I guess she wants her to succeed ultimately. So my guess is once she wins, and that officially makes her qualified to be able to move on to the master class, she's going to meet up with her at some point and tell her that if she wants to have any hope of winning this thing, that she needs to start focusing on whatever she may be missing, according to Palermo, in order to beat Ellie or Arya.
My personal theory is that, Serena loses this Tripokalon, and if you guys know this or not, every time that Yashio appears in one of the Tripokalon, Serena loses that Tripokalon. And I'm not saying base it off that, like, okay, Yashio's there, she's going to lose. But it's been an ongoing trend. I mean, the first Tripokalon, she was there, she lost. The second one, Yashio wasn't there, she won. Third one, she won, Yashio wasn't there. And then the fourth one, Yashio was there, and she lost. But if you guys remember, in the fourth Tripokalon that Serena lost, Yashio did not say anything. After her looking at Serena losing and all that, that was it. We didn't get any more screen time of Yashio. She did not say one word, and that was the end of it. So maybe this is a continuation of that Tripokalon that she witnessed, and talking to her about, well, like maybe before the Tripokalon or after the Tripokalon, she says this. So maybe what she had to say to Serena is being said in this episode. That's my personal theory.
Yeah, and I
Okay.
think that's valid too. I think that's a perfectly reasonable thing to assume. I'm still sticking with my theory for now, but I think it could go either way.
Yeah, I could go either or. I mean, yeah, I do agree with what some people have said, saying that maybe Serena lost the Tripokalon, and Yashio is starting to lose confidence on Serena, and she has to talk. She has to talk to Serena about this, and thus saying that you don't have what it truly takes to become a college queen. And so, either Yashio is saying that as a way to help Serena, or just someone criticize. I'm not sure if that's the correct word to describe what Yashio is saying to Serena, or Serena won the Tripokalon, but yet Yashio felt that Serena is missing something very important that makes her think that she is unprepared for the Master Tripokalon, even though she won 3 keys. So that's what I think.
Another quick. Well, go ahead.
I think I'm just gonna say, like, I think that no matter which way it goes, whether it seems like it or not, I think Palermo is trying to help Serena. I don't think she's trying to just be outright mean to her. Like, she wants to see her succeed overall, and
Yeah.
she wants her to be the best she can be.
Yeah. Another quick theory. Okay, so we know that Arya is the current Kalu's queen, but in order to become Kalu's queen, you obviously need to win Princess Keys. Was it that Yashio witnessed Arya compete in every Tripokalon to the Master Class, and she won every single one without losing? And since Serena's lost 3 so far, she wants Serena, like, she's disappointed with Serena because she lost every single one. Like, that's just another theory. But maybe she expects Serena to not lose at all, because losing is not what it takes to become Kalu's queen. Maybe Arya was a perfectionist, and she just won every single one to be the Kalu's queen. So maybe that's why she's telling her that. Yeah, that's just another theory. All right,
Yeah, there's so many things that this can mean. Like,
Yeah.
we don't have nearly enough information to like make a real theory.
And one last
So I
thing.
think any of this is possible.
Yeah, and one last thing too. Where does this take place? In the Tripokalon itself, or at the end of the dance party? Like we weren't really given a setting for this. I mean, it is outside, but like outside where? The dance party or Tripokalon? So.
Hmm.
I think it's
I,
gonna be after the Tripokalon because like in the preview it was shown during the Tripokalon section, and to me it wouldn't make much sense for like after the dance party's over that she would just come up to Serena and say that for no reason.
yeah, if anything, it makes a lot more sense for Yashio to appear at Tripokalon only because she has to take part in these Tripokalon. She has to spectate on some of these competitors to see which has you know the skill and the potential to be the Colors Queen. So yeah, like DJ said, it makes a lot more sense for her to appear after the Tripokalon.
Yeah. Alright, so moving along, we're gonna go back to Sylveon. So, what does this mean for Serena and the future of her Tripokalons? Obviously, Sylveon is going to be great at doing Tripokalons herself, Sylveon. She's a great performer. But what does this, like I said, what does this mean for the future for Serena and Sylveon? What are you guys' thoughts on this?
Without a doubt, I think she'll play a big role within Tripokalons. I mean, I think this is the first fairy type in the X and Y gang, and just having Sylveon pulling off these fairy type moves will appear to Serena and her team overall. But what I'm kind of wondering is whether or not Sylveon will have this change of character once it evolves. And what I mean by that is not Serena, is Sylveon going to be is it still going to be nervous? Is it still going to be afraid around people? Is it still going to have stage fright? Uh, that's one concern that I have. What I do hope regarding Serena's future is that Sylveon does have this change in character. At least a change, but I don't expect Sylveon to be completely different once it evolves. But I just want to at least see a small change once it evolves.
Yeah. What about you, DJ?
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. Like I was gonna say, yeah, I'm wondering when, because sometimes Pokemon don't always retain the same personality that they have when they change form. So, like, my guess is what's gonna happen is when Sylveon comes about, it's gonna get over its stage fright for the most part, and be more open around other people and Pokemon. But besides that, I think it's still gonna be the same.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like you said, Edgar, like, will Sylveon retain that nervous vibe that she always gets when she meets new Pokemon, or will she be a brand new, brand new personality? What kind, if anything? But yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see. All
Mm-hmm.
right, so moving along, let's talk a little bit more about Arya and Serena. So we know for a fact that Serena and Arya meet each other in the dance party, and also we also get a picture. Well, not a picture. We also got shown in the preview that Arya had that a distressed face, like she was saddened, but about what though? Like maybe what Yashio said to Serena. Like I don't know. There's so many theories. Like I said, we need more information about this. But in the meantime, what are you guys' thoughts on the interactions between Arya and Serena and that face she gave?
Well, I personally think Arya and Serena aren't going to have a lot of communication with one another compared to episode 64. I think if anything, they'll just have a small talk and that's it because uh, to see Arya just go up to Serena and just get along with each other really well, like people are gonna look at Arya. Well, I wouldn't say they're gonna look at Arya differently, but they're going to be concerned like, how does Arya know Serena so well? And I don't know. That's just what I think. And regarding Elle's distressed look during the battle between Asha Serena and Miette and that under random dancer, I think she's just worried over Serena's potential as a Pokemon performer. Because look, obviously, Arya and Serena are really good friends, and as friends, they're supposed to um, look to one another, see how they're doing with one another. So I think if anything, she's just concerned about Serena's progress as a Pokemon performer. I don't know, just what I
Yeah.
think.
What about you, DJ?
Yeah, like much like Serena and Palermo's interactions, I'm wondering how Serena and Arya's reactions are going to be, like if any, because even though Serena knows that Ariana was actually Arya, Arya doesn't know that Serena figured it out, as far as we know. So
Yeah.
I don't think Arya's gonna act like as friendly toward her as she did before, because she doesn't want to reveal like who she really was.
Yeah.
And as for like the concern, like in the preview, it seemed like it was happening during the double battle. So like you saw Pikachu was down and Eevee was down. So I'm wondering if I feel like that's gonna be what it is. Even if it's not that exact moment, I feel like it's gonna be during the battle.
Yeah, you're probably right about that, if anything. Because I don't see that happening in the Tripokalon, and you gave a good explanation of why it would happen in the double battle. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense if she were to give that face in that certain moment.
Yep.
Okay, so moving along, we're going to be talking about Team Rocket versus Team Flare. And this is absolutely hype, just as much as the dance party episode. You got
Well, just
What,
no.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Never mind. You could go on ahead.
You got Team Rocket protecting Puni-chan, and that reason is obvious. Giovanni himself finally makes his second appearance in the X and Y and Z, X and Y series, X and Y and Z series now, and that is complete hype because now we're gonna see how Giovanni and Lysandre handle things, and hopefully, this is just a theory. Hopefully there's a confrontation between Giovanni and Lysandre. You know, they meet up and then they're like, this is war or whatever. Hopefully that happens. It probably won't, but dude could dream, right? But yeah, I'm really excited for Team Rocket because first off, they get their very own song sung by the VAs themselves, voice actors, and that's absolutely hype. It was played in the preview and it sounds awesome. And then Team Flare's actually using guns. That's insane. that ACOG site though, that aiming at Meowth. But this kind of reminds me of the Sinnoh leak with Hunter J when she used her special beam to freeze Pokemon.
Yeah.
With this beam though, it looks like it just lowers their energy or something. It doesn't look like Jesse and James are being frozen, but that beam must turn on. Anyway, what are your guys' thoughts on this? Team Rocket versus Team Flare and Giovanni.
Well, you mentioned we saw Team Rocket with Puni-chan, but this isn't the Puni-chan that we know. This is not the one with Bonnie. This is the blue core, the Z2. I've seen some people call it Bloony-chan. Haha, funny.
Aha!
Okay,
Aha.
so like, I think I'm wondering if there's gonna be like some sort of relationship building between them and Z2. I think that'd be interesting because then we have both of the cores, and they're on two different sides of the confrontation. But I think it's interesting that we're finally getting to see more of this because we were told that Team Rocket's going to play a role in this Team Flare situation, and seeing it actually happen, and hopefully everything that's in it happens soon. It's just really cool to see, and like for me personally, lately, Team Rocket's been kind of getting on my nerves. They've been kind of shoved into episodes for no reason. I think Team Rocket works best when the focus is actually put on them and the writers are actually putting some effort into giving them some characterization. So I think this episode or group of episodes is going to be really good for them.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I definitely agree with the fact that, Team Rocket being shoved in almost every episode, which isn't always necessary because, X and Y has been doing a good job handling Team Rocket, how Team Rocket has been appearing in some certain episodes and some where Team Rocket isn't always necessary. But to see Team Rocket versus Team Flare, now that is something really promising, and a lot of people has been really hyped up for that episode or that arc that is coming up. And Giovanni, am I happy to see that guy again? We haven't seen him since episode 29, I believe. So that's almost 100 episodes since we last see him, and the fact that we got to see Giovanni again. Now I know it's through what do you call it? A communication. Well, yeah. How do you say? Sorry, guys.
That's all good.
Gonna have to cut that all off. Uh, what do you call this again? How they were communicating? Just let me out here quick, guys.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
How are they communicating?
The holograms?
Holograms. There we go. All right, so cut that out. All right, and yeah, even though Giovanni was contacted through hologram, it says it kind of brings speculation as to whether Giovanni will make an actual appearance within the X and Y series, like being within the Kalos region itself, just like what happened back in Black and White, which, mind you, that was a really big moment. And if we could have that happen again within the X and Y series, that would bring a lot of hype because the X and Y series has been a fantastic series so far. And with all this build up to Team Flare and this overall topic revolving Zygarde, having Giovanni take part within this situation, it definitely adds up a lot to the X and Y series. Now, I know for a fact that this will cramp up a lot of things that's going on within X and Y and Z, such as Ash aiming, heading towards the H-Gym battle, the battle versus Alain and whatnot. But the X and Y writers has been doing a good job handling that, and if they could handle a lot of things, especially having Giovanni within the X and Y series, then I'll be really happy with that if they could produce the right results.
Okay, and finally, what we're going to be talking about today is Ash versus Alain. And this is the battle that everybody's hyped for. Maybe even more hyped than Ash versus Clement, but that's just me speaking. But yeah, this is so much hype because we finally get to see these two main, their own respected series, Ash in X and Y series, and then Alain in the Mega Evolution series. So these two protagonists are finally going to meet, duke it out in the field. Reason why, we don't know yet, but this is going to be absolutely hype because obviously it's shown that Alain is using Mega Charizard and Ash is using Special Evolved Green Ninja. And something that I wanted to talk about here, Alain is a very powerful trainer itself. I'm not saying Ash isn't either, but what is going to happen when Alain... remember this, guys. Charizard, Mega Charizard can deal some powerful moves. So what's going to happen when he deals one of those moves to Green Ninja? How bad is it going to affect Ash? Because remember, whatever damage Green Ninja takes when he's in his special form, Ash takes it as well. And this is a Mega Evolved Charizard, so it's going to hurt a lot. So what are you guys' thoughts on this?
I'm definitely hoping this comes into play. I feel like this would be the perfect time for the series to address that further than it already has. So I feel like they're gonna battle. And this is gonna be the first moment where they realize, okay, this is gonna be a serious issue for Ash if he's gonna get hurt during all this stuff. And another thing the preview mentioned is that Alain is considered Ash's strongest rival. So it seems like we could already pretty much guess that they were going to meet more than once. But it seems like from here on out, Alain's going to be more recurring than he was before. And one thing we didn't mention is that earlier in the preview, he was helping out Team Flare for a bit. So I thought that was interesting. But yeah, I think Ash versus Alain, that's going to be good.
And then why, though? Is it just because they got that battle vibe? They just want to battle the strongest trainer? Kind of like Goku, he's always excited to fight the strongest villain out there. So maybe that's the reason why they're battling. Or they don't look like they're mad at each other. They look like they're having yes, this is gonna be awesome. We finally get to face a powerful trainer. So that's gonna be cool to see. What about you, Edgar?
Yeah, as for Alain, definitely looking forward to that. This is something that we've been waiting for almost 3,000 years. I'm kidding. Yeah, but...
No, you're right.
3,000, dude.
Yeah. Mega Charizard X versus Ash Greninja. I know a lot of people has been speculating Mega Charizard X versus Mega Charizard Y, but this is still a good battle. I could definitely see it. I could just already imagine the awesome animations and what kind of strategies these two trainers are going to pull off with their Pokemon. But and the fact that Ash Greninja is going to be showcased right in front of Alain, I think this will. Okay, hold on.
Capture his attention, because
Yeah, that's going to capture.
Yeah, he's never seen that before, and like he's gonna wonder how are they doing that without a Megastone or Keystone.
Yeah, and if that's going to be the case, then Alain is going to want to battle it and see like, oh, okay, so if I could beat this type of power or this type of evolution, maybe that'll help me become a lot more stronger. And so, and one of the few surprising things is that Mega Charizard X knows Thunder Punch, which I know for a fact that electric type moves aren't super effective against water type Pokemon. So if one of those Thunder Punches makes contact with Ash Greninja, that's going to deal a lot of damage to it and to Ash itself, because of course we just learned from the most recent episode that they're in sync. Whatever Ash Greninja feels, Ash will also feel. And of course we reached the end of the preview where Mega Charizard X uses Blast Burn, and if that makes contact with Greninja and if it faints, and if Ash also faints, that's going to build a lot of development for Ash, and questioning whether or not he should continue to use this type of evolution.
Yeah, I wanted to talk more about that too, because if you guys seen the opening of the X and Y series, X and Y and Z series, you see Greninja walking away from Ash. Now, a lot of people were saying maybe because Ash is not a strong trainer for him. My theory is that maybe Ash, like I said, he takes damage from Mega Charizard, and Ash obviously takes damage as well. And Greninja sees this, and it's like it's really bad. So maybe that's why Greninja walks away, because he doesn't want to see Ash that badly hurt.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the reason. What about you?
Yeah, I had the same idea as well. Ash, even though Ash might get hurt here and there, Ash would still want to use and learn that type of evolution every once in a while. But without, maybe Ash won't realize this, but Greninja might. And I think what will happen is that Greninja doesn't want to change into Ash Greninja form, because it does not want to see Ash getting hurt. And of course, Ash is known to be a bit of a reckless character. So I think Ash would just use this type of change without even thinking that he's going to get hurt. But I think Greninja is going to disobey Ash, and that's going to heavily question Ash as to, Greninja, why aren't you changing into Ash Greninja? And that's going to end up in the conflict that we just saw in the opening.
Yeah. What about you, DJ? What do you think?
So yeah, I think that it makes a lot more sense narratively for Greninja to leave Ash for that reason than just simply leaving him for not being strong enough. So I'm definitely looking forward to that coming up. I hope that's how things play out, because I think just how not only Ash and Greninja, but how all the other characters are going to react to the situation is going to be really interesting to see.
Yeah, I actually wanted to talk about that as well. It's like what's going to be Clement's reaction, Bonnie's reaction, and especially Serena's reaction, because you guys know Serena cares a lot about Ash, gym battle-wise and all that. So the fact that he's actually getting hurt, that's gonna be another tier of worry for Serena. I mean, remember that episode where Ash jumped down that volcano to save Talonflame, and you saw her. Well, she was very worried for him and shocked.
Yeah.
And then the Lumiose Tower as well. He jumped down to save Pikachu, but he knew for a fact that he would risk his life for doing so. So this takes it up to a whole new level, facing powerful Pokemon. So yeah, I wonder what her reaction is going to be when it's very bad for Ash and Greninja. Especially for Ash. Wind up in the hospital bed. Yeah. It's like the Pokemon are going to be outside worrying for Ash, and Ash is going to be the one in the hospital bed, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to be looking through the glass and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so is there anything else that you guys wanted to talk about, or closing thoughts?
I think that gets about everything done.
Yeah, we got so much to look forward to for 2016. It's going to be a great year for X and Y and Z anime fans. And, since it's the 20th anniversary next year, maybe we could see more stuff. Because, remember, this is just a tidbit of what there is to come. I mean, we still have the Kalos League. We still have that previous companion arc returning to the current region that Ash is in. So we still have that, and of course some more shipping. So towards the end of the series, so that's gonna be great to see. But yeah, this is 2016 is looking very bright for X and Y fans, and it looks like the hype train is not stopping yet. So yeah,
Choo choo.
Choo choo. Alright guys, well hopefully you enjoyed this discussion. I know it was a long one, but there was lots to talk about, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. This has been Task Official, and joining me today in this discussion is...
Thanks for watching, everybody. I've been DJ Sock Puppet. I'll see you another time.
Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Sylveon, and I wish you all a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys. 2016. Alright, bye.
Later.
Bye.